So, so as you know, the graph is a nonlinear data structure, same as a tree. Okay. So in this the graph, how I can implement a graph? So in the trees, so each and every nodes are connected with some edges. So in the graphs also it is connected with edges. It is connected with edges. But the main difference is here edges can be a reverse order also. Edges can be in a reverse order also. So if you see the previous examples in these trees, the 38 is connected with 31, 31 is connected to the 12. So always it is coming under the down direction only. Okay. In the trees, I don't have a privilege to draw a property to 31 to 38. In the reverse order, I don't have a privilege. So for that, I'm going to use graphs. If I have a data with two directions, then I will use a graph. Then I will use a graph. So graph is a combination of edges and vertices. So the connections can be called as edges. The connections can be called as edges. Now the data can be called as nodes. Already we have discussed it as a nodes in the trees. Those nodes here we are calling as a vertex. Okay. So the connections between those vertices is called as edges. So it is the graph is the combination of vertex and edges. Vertex and edges. So if I represent it is in the manner, so if G is the graph, then it is a combination of V comma E. So V is nothing but a non-empty set of vertices and E is the non-empty set of edges. E is the non-empty set of edges. If I take a particular this graph, so in this graph, if you see A, B, C, D, E connected with some edges. Okay. Now in this, if I take the vertices or nodes, the nodes are the values. So in these values A, B, C, D, E. So these are the values, the vertices. Now these are connected with edges. So what are the edges? So if you see the A is connected with B and A is connected with D. A is connected with B, A is connected with D. All right. So next, I'm moving to the B. So B is connected with C, B is connected with D, B, C, B, D. Okay, very good. The next thing, C. C is connected with E only. Okay, C, E. C after that D. So DA already we have written AD and DE already we have written. Now next, sorry, DB already written. So because of BD, this path already written. Now the remaining path is DE. So these are say that these are the edges. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 edges. So unlike in trees, in the trees, if I have a n nodes, the edges are must be n minus 1. If I have n nodes, the edges are n minus 1. But in the graphs, I don't have that property. In edges, I can have any number of edges. I can have a multiple edges also. So that's why in here graphs, I don't have a rule for a fixed edges. I can draw any number of edges. So if in the tree, if it is a n nodes, n minus 1 is the number of edges. N minus 1 is the number of edges. Okay. Now let's check about the types of graphs. So in these graphs are a directed graphs and undirected graphs. Directed graphs and undirected graphs. So as you see in this example, so each and every nodes, the two nodes are connected with edges. They're connected with edges. Okay. So if that edges explains the flow, if that edges explains the flow, then it can be called as a direct edge. So explains the flow means where I am going. See, generally the graphs and trees be connected with usually in the networkings. So if I have a network here, so if I have a connection, the data is transferring from A to B. If I established that property in the graph. So the transferring from A to B with the help of edges. So that means it is showing the direction. If it is shows the direction, then it can say a directed graph. If it doesn't shows the direction, means it can go from A to B, B to A. In any way it can go. Okay. So in that way, it can say, I can say it is a undirected graph. So directed, undirected. So let's see in this A, B, C, everything has edges. Every node is connected. But in this connection, where the data is going from A to B or B to C, we don't have that privilege. We don't have a direction of a flow. So that's why we are calling it as a undirected graph. So if the graph G contains a V vertices and E edges without any direction, then I can say it is a undirected graph. So if it is an undirected graph, then the vertices, whether it is a directed or undirected, vertices are same, the nodes are same, but the edges representation will be different. Edges representation will be different. So in this, I'm directly taking A to B, A to D, and B to D, B to C. Why I'm not writing BA means here I don't have a direction. So whether AB or BA, both are same. AB or BA, both are same. So that's why in that manner I can write the edges. I can write a number of edges. Okay. Now, if I take the directed graph, so that means I can show you how the data is flowing or where I need to go. So if I want to reach E, so I can go to A to D, D to E. It is the direction. So in the previous one, you see, if I want to go to E, I can take a long path also. I can go to A to B, B to D, D to E. I can go to A to B, B to C, C to E also I can go. Why? Because it is not a directional one. I can take any direction which is I want. But in a directional graph, I have to follow the path. So if I want to go to E, A is going to D, D is going to the E. There is no another path. Why? Because if you go to the A to B, B is going to the C. C is the last node. C is going nowhere. So I am unable to reach E in this direction. So I have to go to A to D, D to E only. So in this way, I can say it is a directed graph. So I have a flow. Here I have a flow. Where from where to where I am going is called a flow. So if I have a flow like this, then what are the edges? How I can write edges? Now if I see the A is going to B, A is going to D. Okay, very good. The next B is going to C. B is going to only C, not D. Okay, so I have to write the edge BC only. In the previous what I have done, so here B has a connection with D and it has a connection with C also. So that's why I have write BC and BD. But in the directed graph, I don't have a direction. So that's why I have to mention only BC only. So next C doesn't have any direction. It has a only inflow, not a outflow. Okay. Now C doesn't have any directions. All the directions are coming to the C only. So I don't have a edges at C. Now if I move to the D, AD, it is coming. So D to B, it is going. Okay. D to B, D to E, D to B, D to E. So next element E, next node E. So from the E is going to C. E is going to the C. Sorry, here it is EC. Okay, EC. E is going to the C. So the number of edges are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also number of edges are 6. Here also number of edges are 6. But the only difference is the representation of edges. In this I can represent the edges in any manner. But here I need to represent the edges according to my flow. According to my flow. Okay. So next I'm going to the terminologies. So what are the terminologies means? The properties are in the trees we have a height, degree, am I right? The depth, like that. What are the common properties we need to use in the next upcoming classes? For graphs, we need to discuss. So what are the general terminologies in the graph? So first one is adjacent node. The first one is adjacent node. See, if I take one flow, so that means A to B. So in this, A is adjacent to B. A is adjacent to B. B is adjacent from A. Adjacent from A. Why from means the direction is coming from A. Direction is coming from A. Here A to B. So here direction is going from A to B. So A is the adjacent to B. B is the adjacent from A. Okay. So like this I can use a adjacent. So what is adjacent? The direction, the edge. If a particular node having a edge, that edge endpoint can be treated as a adjacent for that particular node. So A having a edge, that endpoint is B. So B is the A is the adjacent to B. Now path. If I take the path, see path means A to B, it is a path. So in this, if I want to go to A to E, A to D, D to E, it is one path. So if I want to reach one node to another node, then these will be connected with edges. Those edges, this path is, those direction is called as a path. So connection of two nodes, whether those are adjacent nodes or those are not adjacent nodes, it doesn't matter. If it is connected, then it is can be say a path. So in this diagram, A and E doesn't have any direct adjacents, but in between we have D, and from A to D, D to E, we have one path. We have two edges. So this completely I can treat as a path. I can treat as a path. So in the next terminology, I will say that it is a complete graph. So complete graph means all the vertices are connected with the all. So if you say in the network terminology, it is a star topology. So each and every node must connect with another node. Must connect with another node. Okay. So in the directed graph, if it is a directed graph, then number of edges are n into n minus 1. So n is the number of nodes. If n is the number of nodes, then number of edges in a directed graph is n into n minus 1. If it is a undirected graph, so n into n minus 1 by 2. Why? Because if it is a directed graph means I have to draw two lines. Okay, let's see in the next example. So it is a directed graph. So if I want to say it is a complete means each and every node must connected with another node. So A is connected to the B with this direction. A is connected to the C also. And if you take the B is connected with A, B is connected with the C. Okay. So in this vertices are A, B, C. And if you see the flows, A to C, A to B, A to C, B to A, B to C, C to A, C to B. So 6, I have 6. So what is the rule? If it is a directed graph, number of edges are n into n minus 1. N into n minus 1. So each and every node must connect with the other node if it wants to be a complete graph. If it is a directional graph, it must have two directions for each and every node. One is it is going to the particular node. The second one is it is coming from that particular node. So A, B, C, E, every place it contains two directions. Every place it contains two directions. So in the complete graph, if it is a undirected, so that means I don't need to mention the direction. So here, if I connect to the A to B means I can treat it as a to B route or B to A route. Okay, A to B route, B to A route. So here, A is connected with B, A is connected with C. C is connected with B, C is connected with A, with only one edge. So that's why the number of edges in a undirected complete graph is n into n minus 1 by 2. So 6 by 2 means 3 edges. See in this diagram, I have only 3 edges. I have only 3 edges. So if you write the edges, so A to B, A to C, and B to C, that's it. C to B already we have written, that means B to C only. Either B to C, C to B, both are same. Why? Because it is undirected. Okay, so it is a complete graph. So up to now, what we have discussed in the tree terminologies, we have discussed about what is the adjacent node and what is path and what is a complete graph. So complete graphs is a two types, and the normal graph is also two types. So one is a directed graph, one is a undirected graph. So in the directed graphs, I know where from where to where I am going. So the path where I'm going, from where to where I'm going, I know. Okay. So in the indirected graph, I don't have that privilege. So in the next class, I will continue these terminologies and how we are going to represent a graph and what are the operations of graph. I will explain in the next class.